Going on to you Leos out there. Hope y'all are having a great day. So for you Leos, you have the Knight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and you have the Six of Swords. For you Leos. Some of you Leos are being a little bit too caught up with someone that you stopped talking to very recently because you're still thinking about it. You're just kind of really rejoicing that you dodged this dysfunctional person, right? You actually were able to get away from this dysfunctional, bougie tightwad, right? The Knight of Swords, they're such an actor, right? You know, you can't tell either way whether or not they're really being serious, because at the end of the day, it seems like at first that they were so interested, and then the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Swords happened. Now all of a sudden it became this chess game. It became this frustrating game of, like, you know, dysfunction that you didn't even understand exactly where this thing was coming from, right? Like, it was totally unwarranted, right, from them giving it to you. And so the Nine of Wands and the Three of Swords represent the frustration. Like, yeah, it is frustrating. It's frustrating that, you know, at a time like this where people refuse to date, like, you gotta understand, like, we're in a real, like, people are really delusional. I'm gonna be honest with you Leos, they've lost their minds, because in a time where dating is more difficult than it's ever been in this era, right, this era, people are still acting like the same way that they did when we were at the height of the games. And it's like, I'm trying to tell you, they're caught in a delusion, fam. They're delusional, because to still be playing games, this is why I say that some of these people got real problems, right? I don't care what anybody says. Diagnosed, undiagnosed, I don't care, because it's obvious. For a person, right, Leo, to act like they want to get to know you at first, right? And then they start giving you all these unwarranted problems. These are problems that you did not deserve to get, but they're giving you all these unwarranted problems. For them to give you this and still play games like, I don't need you, we playing a game. Like, who's still playing games in 2024 moving forward? Where you got dating coaches legitimately trying to get many people to their party, and only a few people will show up. Like, people are being invited to get in for free, and the people won't even get in. The people won't even accept a free invitation to come to a singles event. Like, and you still have people out here with this delusion of, I'm playing what at a time like this, and they're still playing. They're still playing. They're still caught up in. They're still in the delusion. This is why it's over for some people. This is why you Leos shouldn't be stressing. You Leos shouldn't be so frustrated, because for some people it's over for them. They're never gonna be with anybody. They're never gonna. They're gonna. This is their life. This is their life. Their life is, they have to covertly or secretly or clandestinely force a relationship on this person that they so many people are looking for the top 0.0000001%, right? Can't even say 1%. That's factually incorrect, because if you and look this up, and I'll go ahead and I'll produce the evidence if you want me to. Someone let me know in the comment section below for you Leos. If you live in the United States and you're making over $35,000 a year or more, but just $35,000 a year, 32 to $35,000 range, you're actually the top 1% of all money makers on earth, on the entire planet. So you talking about a person who's what, a millionaire, a billionaire? That's not even one. No, factually, that is incorrect. That's not 1%. That is not factually 1%. That is 0.0000001%. Do the, I ain't gotta lie. Do the math. I literally don't have to lie. It's the math, right? My decimal places may be off, but I know it's less than 1%. It's like 0 point something, right? It's not zero. It's not even 0.1. You know what I'm saying? So the point that I'm trying to make here is, you Leos don't have to be frustrated. You don't have to be upset. A lot of you are upset that the dating world has to be like that. But like I said before, at the end of the day, these people are doing it to themselves because they're dysfunctional, they're reprobate, they're hard-headed. They don't want to act like they have common sense. They want to be stupid. Okay, so be as stupid as you want to be, right? Like, let them be as stupid as they want. So the moon and the Eight of Pentacles, you just contribute to that by staying away from the weirdos. You know, get to know people and take seriously people who want to be taken seriously and who immediately come into the relationship putting in work. But for the people who want to be goofies, let them be goofies. You know, ghost them. Because at the end of the day, what I'm about to say is going to be heavy. This is divine. Like, what's happening with, like, I'm not trying to get into that, but like, what's happening with dating and stuff like this is literally divine. It's supposed to happen like this. This is why it is, I'm saying that, like, all the people who have like tradition appeal, right? And let me know if you want me to show you or to provide the evidence of this too. All those people who have tradition appeal, right? Who have this ideology of, oh, they gotta be in a, you know, they gotta get married. Like, forget about all that crap. That's done for. Like, all of that, because that's not what work. All that stuff like this. I've spoken to many people who are alive back then, and since this marriage, this contract, you need to get a contract in order to be recognized as married. I've spoken to many people, and they've all said the same thing. One recently, shout outs to her, but they've all said the same thing. It was half and half. So, half of the people were married, half of the people weren't married. Like, but they were still in a functional relationship, making it work. So it's like, all these people don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like this marriage stuff, like these traditionalists, these goofy, I'm clowning, I don't care. Say whatever you, call me whatever you want. It's goofy, okay? These traditionalists. It's like, what are you holding this tradition appeal, this bias of not being able to adapt? Forget about that. So the thing is that the Eight of Pentacles and the Strength card is about how a lot of you Leos have to leave this dysfunction behind, because you Leos don't want to get caught up in it. These dysfunctional people are stuck chasing after an imaginary person that they created in their head, because they painted themselves into the corner of telling everybody no, or telling so many people no, because they're so picky that they ended up creating this Build-A-Bear in their head. Because this is why it is that it seems like what people say that they want is not realistic, because it's not. Because they spend so much time working up this character, they spent so much time inflating this persona of, you know, I'm high value, right? This game. This is why it is I said that the games, it don't work in the long run, because they spent so much time. I need to act like I'm so valuable for so many people, to the point where I'm so exclusive that, you know what I'm saying, that my values this. So they do that, and what they end up doing as a default, right, as a side effect, without them even realizing that they're doing it unless it's too late is that by constantly turning down people like they did with you, wasting your time, getting you upset, playing games with you and stuff like this, talking about how if, you know, people that they were with, specifically at this point, you Leos were good enough, they would do this. They actually, by doing that, right, regardless of whether or not they're meaning to do that, roll with me on this. They actually build a character in their head about what it is that they're looking for. They build this character, this make-believe, this fictional character, this character that is not real, doesn't exist. So what they end up doing is they talk them, it's a trap because they talk themselves up so much. Now they gotta go looking for that because they can't talk so much gobbledygook without actually having that. Because now metaphorically or spiritually or whatever you want to call it, but I'll say spiritually because spiritual doesn't have anything to do with metaphors. But spiritually, I'm just using the metaphor thing because I don't want to sound like I'm up to nefarious acts, right? So, you know, for the sake of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? But spiritually, they know that if they don't at least go and try to find that person that they talked up so much, they're going to be on the chopping block. Right, spiritually, where people will talk trash about them and they won't look at them the same way because they talk so much, right? Like if I come up on here and I talk, for instance, I'm using myself, Leo, and this is what happened with you. This is why it is that you, Leo, shouldn't be sweating about it, right? If I talked up here and I may have dated a Leo or whatever, and I talked about how you Leos are bums, y'all are this, y'all are just lions. You know, the Virgos is this, the Virgos is that. You know, maybe even just talk, not even like zodiac sign tripping. Just me in particular as an individual, right? Oh, I dated a Leo, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Only a Virgo can do right by me. Y'all are bums. Only, you know what I'm saying? You Leo's this, you Leo's that. Eventually, if you don't see me hanging out with a Virgo, if a Virgo don't come and say, hi everybody, I'm Kareem's, girlfriend and all this other type of stuff, and introduce herself, or lady or wife or whatever you want to call it, or significant other, eventually y'all gonna be like, you on some BS, because I've invested so much time being unnecessary, disrespecting, bashing you, to the point where now normally no one would care who I'm hanging out with. Saying like I wouldn't be on the chopping block who I'm with because of maybe I may have failed, but I'm not on the chopping block even though I failed because I'm not starting anything. They've started something with you. And what's going on with them? The world and the high priestess. They are unable to find anyone as good as you. These people are still out here playing and they can't find anybody that's a good match for them. That's the stupidity in the whole thing. So let's clarify the world for you Leos. I know where I was going with that. I know where I was going. The Emperor, Four of Pentacles, Hierophant, Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. Like I said before, you Leos were their best match that they were able to get in a long time. They haven't been with a decent person, my dear Leos, in a very long time because they spent so much time messing around with dysfunctional individuals or being by themselves because decent people don't want to hang around them like that. So the Emperor in the Four of Pentacles, to clarify the world, the Emperor in the Four of Pentacles is about you Leos are just patient. And y'all are just, you're moving forward. It's just a little bit frustrating to a lot of you to have someone waste your time. Constantly, just to spite you, they'll tell you about what they're not going to do. All this other type of goofy stuff. And the Hierophant and the Six of Pentacles represents you Leos. You're not even They letting their tires drag, yo. You're not even sweating about it. The Six of Pentacles, because you understand that a relationship has to go both ways. But the Six of Cups, here they go, trying to recontact you again, or contact you once more, or contact you again. Here they go. After they did all of that talking, you know, those types of, you come on now, Leo, I'm sure y'all know about this. You in a relationship with somebody, or you know somebody, and they talking, they are really getting disrespectful. They really talking about how you is this and that and this and that, how you a bum and all of this, and then you gotta take that. You gotta be like, all right. Or you do take it. You say, all right, okay. You know, it hurt. You know, it hurts so much that they insulted you so much. They went so far. They went so far into the realm of being disrespectful. It's like it hurts. You know, it burns your chest. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh my gosh. Y'all know what I'm talking about when you get upset, when you get angry, when you feel that kind of way. So you just stay quiet. And then those same goofy people, like what is going on with you, come back. You know, you Leos weren't really that bad. If you don't get out of here, you Leos got these people wrapped around your finger now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 20,000 subs. On our way to 100,000 subscribers. Please make sure to smash that like button. Smash the hit the notification bell. Set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me, as well as birth chart readings, books that I have that are on Amazon, and as well as my merch too. Yes, Kareemspiritworks merch. Go ahead and get that.